Howdy, Practical Patriots and Practical Preppers. Yachatig, Roll South Texas. Hey, folks, Giant Practical Nurse. Hey, folks, you know, this is a subject that somebody has been, a few people have asked me about, and I wanted to talk about it real quick because it comes down to choices and how you choose something, and just like how I choose something, because I vary those needs on approximately like what it is that I'm looking for. I mean, just like a good instrument, folks, a good tool, you have to pick what's right for you, don't you? This is one of my old beauties from back in my day, okay? An old BC Rich Mockingbird. Let me set that off to the side, because today the tool that we're talking about, the instrument, is this, an AK, all right? A lot of you expressed interest in buying one, and you asked me what it was that I look for, so I'm going to run this down as fast as I possibly can for you, okay? So hold on tight. Here we go. All right, so you decided you want to get into an AK. You've talked to your friends about it. You've watched a few YouTube videos and a few videos other places. You know, you've gone onto the AK forums and the AK files, whatever the case may be, and you've done some research, okay? But now you've got to take that leap of faith. Again, folks, please understand that what I tell you is strictly my opinion, folks. It's strictly what I look for. In the end, you walk Kimosabi in your own moccasins. It has to be a choice that you make, okay? I don't try to push anything off or just sell anything off to anyone. It's a choice of what you need, what you want, etc. This is what I look for back when I was buying back when I was buying a rifle, okay? This is the first thing I would come out there. I'd go to be it a mom and pop shop or academy. Elvis, knock it off. It's spring. All right, I go and I basically pull one of these things off the shelf. You know, I get the old "may I help you" riff from the salesperson. Good Lord, living on a farm. And this is what, you know, they hand me, and I'm looking at it. The first thing I do, folks, is I'll shoulder that thing, and I'll check that what I call the line of sight, okay? I want to make sure that everything is as straight as possible. It lines up with the receiver from the back, the rear end of this receiver, all the way to that front post, okay, to that sight. You know, and you will find some that are canted left or right, you know, and their own opinions, you know. But that's what I do, and I'm going to tell you what, for a rifle that I bought online that had to get shipped to my FFL, thank you Classic Firearms, you guys are awesome. This rifle is really good. It's an AK-74 chambered in 545 by 39, one of my favorites, by the way. And so I will look down and make sure that everything lines up really well, you know, look at it, hold it, make sure it feels right, okay? Next thing I will do, folks, is, and this, some of the things, folks, I'm going to tell you that I do, makes salespeople cringe, but I will take it and I'll twist it. I want to see if anything moves, okay? I'll take it and I'll twist it. Now, this could be both new and used, folks. New rifles are a broad definition, and we'll get into that. If you really want my opinion, I'll tell you, folks, but let's keep this short again. Anything twisting, anything moving, not on this one, okay? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to shake it. All right? All right? Gee. It's not coming from that end. There's a shaking noise, something on this end. Well, for me, being an experienced AK person, I know exactly where that noise is coming from. This right here. How about that? Okay. Again, take it. Notice? Nice, isn't it? Nice. Okay. All right. Again, folks, surface. Start with your surface. Okay. Look at everything. You know, few dings, scratches, does not affect how well this thing's going to function, is it? Okay. That's just purely cosmetic. And again, what is this to me? It's a tool. It's an instrument. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take it out in the water. I'm going to run with it. I'm going to take it out in the pouring rain when I said water. Out in the pouring rain, snow, when we get it here. All right, the heat of the summer heat of Texas, I'm going to run it and gun it, okay? So it's not a safe queen. No rifle of mine is a safe queen, all right? Look at the surface, folks. Now, let me show you what I got to do with this. So the next thing I do, I want to inspect those rivets, y'all. Now, what I'm looking for is nice and dome-shaped. All right? Let's see if y'all can get in down here. These rivets are nice and dome-shaped. Now, I do have one. I don't know if you can, how well y'all can see this one right here. All right? A little bit too much caffeine. I shouldn't have had that a shot of espresso this morning. All right, but notice that one has got a little bit of a flattened end. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, okay? When I look at those nice dome-shaped rivets, folks, somebody's coming. I'll be darned. I'm also looking, folks, That's my daughter. Oh God, it's Princess Cat. I'm also looking underneath to see if there's any space. I don't see any light. If you got to hold up to the light, folks, that's fine. I don't see any space coming underneath that rivet, okay? That's what I look for. Again, put over, same thing. I'm looking at those rivets really carefully, all right? Looking at them really careful. I want them nice and dome shaped. Got it. Looks good, okay? Folks, what I'm going to show y'all, and have y'all already seen, make some salespeople cringe, but I have a rule. Just like a guitar, just like a car, just like a rifle. I am when I have to test drive one of these things to know exactly how well they work. Hi, Princess. Hi. I'm up here. Okay. Just come on up. I'm a dad too, which is awesome. But I have to know, folks, that it's going to work. If a used car salesman or a car salesman says, "Sir, I can't let you have this thing for a test ride," no sale. Same with this. If I'm not allowed to inspect it, no sale. If I'm not allowed to pick that guitar up and play it, no sale. Get my point? All right, moving on. Take this off, all right? I am going to look, just like a car, folks, I'm going to look under the hood. Rusting, pitting, anything like that, negative. All right. Spring. Looks good. Metal parts. Come on, Princess. Looks good. You need me to sign something? I'm going to pause just so I can hear you. Hold on. Is that all I got to sign? Just sign my life away? Here you go, Princess.
Thank you.
Here, I love you.
I'll be at work.
I love you.
Love you too.
Being a dad was my greatest accomplishment.
Okay, they both went first. I just have to go to San Antonio look at houses.
All right, Princess.
Love you.
Love you too, honey.
Thank you.
That's what I'm fighting for, okay? That's what I'm making sure nothing happens for. That's what I prepare for every day. We all have our own reasons, don't we? So anyway, folks, getting back with this, okay? Very easy to pick up where I left off. All right, take the bolt carrier group out. I inspect it. Now, I can tell you something right now about this rifle. I have neglected a little bit of maintenance when I was shooting some corrosive ammunition, okay? So anyway, that's okay, folks. Let me tell y'all something. The least of your worries when things go bad and you're shooting corrosive ammunition is rust. That's the least of your worries, okay? I mean, especially like on something like that. No biggie. You can clean that off later. All right? Just FYI. Our grandfathers fought with corrosive ammunition, so don't let people tell you that corrosive ammunition is bad, bad, bad. It's not. Okay? Anything that goes bang and hits the target that you're shooting at is okay. Just have to remember to do a little bit extra maintenance on there. So anyway, folks, looking at this right here, I do check to see if there's matching serial numbers. Okay? Understanding when you get comm block part kits that maybe sometimes it doesn't always work that way, but, you know, I like to make sure that as close as it can get. I will take that bolt out. I will inspect that bolt. I'll look at the face of the bolt, all right? I'll shake that firing pin around. I will make sure that there's no burring, furring, all the above. See you, Princess. And I will look at it very carefully, folks. And it looks good. I mean, I got some rub marks on there, but folks, again, I'm gonna sit there and say this, folks, about when you buy what is in theory a new rifle and it's a comm blocks kit. Sorry for the pronunciation, but you are buying a used rifle, basically that's been demilled and remanufactured. In a nutshell, okay. If it's 100% brand new, it's probably American made, and I'll leave that alone, okay. I will look at the channel right here, folks. Okay. I want to make sure that there's nothing that's pushed through. I don't want, again, no burring, furring, and you can feel that with your fingertip. I'm going to sit there and say this, folks. Any rifle that I have ever purchased, like at a mom and pop shop, a big box store, whatever the case may be, I'll be honest with you, I've had salespeople pacing, because I'll take 15, 20 minutes to look at it to make sure that what I'm getting is what I want, because that's my hard-earned money. Okay, I'm going to set this down. I will run my finger down these rails, okay, right here. Burring, furring, yes or no? All right, do I feel anything scratching against my finger? I will look at the fire control group, everything inside, rusting, dings, pings, do I see anything unusual at all, okay? Some of y'all are gonna think I was an old drill sergeant, you know. Anyway, again, I'll look down that, folks, and I would never, I'm about to show you something that I would never do without that bolt carrier group being out of there. Get you some good light, look down that barrel, okay? Look down that barrel. See if there's anything down. That one's clean. That's a nice barrel. Next thing I will do, folks, is I want y'all to look at this right. If y'all can see this really well, probably wish I had a little more light, but it's kind of cloudy day here. I will look to see if there's any gap. Okay, right here. Look at that. I'll see if there's any gap. This doesn't have any. Yes, people, you will see some width. The width will be different from this part to this part. But I want you to see if there's any gap, and also to see if it wiggles or anything like that. I've seen some that were kind of grossly to the left or right, and I actually grabbed this part and it wiggled. I would say put that back on the shelf, okay? Again, folks, this is just me, okay? As they say, this right here, folks, is a really awesome tool. Little slot right there. That's simple. Some of mine, I can use my fingers and do it. Like Rob Ski says, R, okay? R. Hold it up to light. No rusty, no none of that stuff. Look down the gas to, could use probably some little bit cleaning, good cleaning, extra oil. Now again, folks, and if you choose an AK, getting it dirty, you know, like I just did that with my thumb. I'm sorry y'all didn't see that. Dirty is not really a big issue with them, okay? They're designed they were designed for people with that didn't have a lot of education and didn't have a lot of time to maintenance a rifle. They're designed that way, okay? Again, folks, I'll give it another twist. Looking good. Probably wondering what I'm doing here. I'm removing the muzzle device, muzzle brake, whatever you want to call it, folks. And I'll look at the top. I'll see if it needs a good cleaning. I'll check inside of there. I'll look at it. Rusting, any of that other kind of stuff. Alright. Just needs, could use a really good cleaning. I'll take it out and shoot it today, and I'll do a really good thorough scrubbing after that. Again, folks, this is a rifle. This is the only rifle that I will shoot corrosive ammo through, and the reason is, again, folks, I mean, I know it sounds like I'm kind of battering back and forth on that. To me, this one is just easier to clean than some of my other ones, and I really enjoy shooting this one. It's pretty awesome. But folks, really, that is about it. And if I have left anything out, please don't hesitate. Folks, picking a good rifle is like picking a good tool, or any other good tool, or picking a good instrument. You know, don't be afraid to look at it really carefully, because we could talk stories about a lot of this, and you'll have gun snobs that'll tell you, you know, would you trust your life to that? And the answer to all my rifles is, everyone that I personally selected for myself, yes. The one thing, folks, and the last thing that I look at is who manufactured it. And some of y'all may be surprised, but this one is actually an old Waffen Works. Okay? I really felt like I struck gold with this one, because this was, you know, bought from Classic Firearms. I had to go to my FFL for me to get it and everything. Yes, folks, that is legally how we can do it here in Texas. But I really felt like I struck gold with this one. And because when I got it in my hands, and if it wouldn't have passed my inspection, I would have said, send it back to him, you know, and we would have done the deal, okay? We'd have sent it back to him. That is what I just do, folks. Okay, now please, if you can think of anything else when you pick up an AK and look at it, you know, by all means, include it in the questions or comments below. Not afraid to take a little bit of extra advice, you know, or there may have been something I just simply just forgot. One thing I did forget. One thing I do, folks. No-go gauge. I almost forgot this. I'm sorry. But I will put that no-go gauge in there. And bear with me, this, you know. I'll put that no-go gauge in there. And I know y'all can barely see this, so hold on. Days from one of a cameraman. Alright, folks. Can y'all see the no-go gauge? Alright. I carry one with me. If I don't buy really any rifles anymore, I take my friends to go buy them. But let me show you what we do here. Take that no-go gauge. Get her all nice and centered and everything. Bear with me, y'all. I got to get it right there in the right sweet spot there. Some folks are just better at this than I am. This is one of the many things that annoys, that will annoy a firearm salesman over me. Okay, but let me show you this. See the no-go gauge? All right. You don't want that no-go gauge to close. All right, as much as I'm pushing on that, notice it's not closing, okay? All right, I'm kind of fumble fingers. That's why I played rhythm guitar, not lead. Anyway, folks, just wanted to show you what it is that I do. I know this is kind of a long video, folks. Again, if there's anything that I've forgotten or anything like that, please don't hesitate. Yes, folks, these things to me are worth their weight in gold. If you have a friend that has one, take them with you, that they're more experienced with AKs than you are. If it's your first time purchase, absolutely grab your friend that knows a lot about them, okay? Now, one thing you will notice, I did not talk about brands, because I can tell you this, folks, that just like cars, okay, and guitars, any really good manufacturer can produce a lemon, okay? And any mediocre manufacturer can produce a piece of gold, all right? It just depends on a lot of factors there, okay? Anyway, Johnny Practical Nurse, until I see y'all again, questions, comments, leave them below. Out here, happy hunting, okay?